Alright, so welcome to the video. Today's video is going to be a little different than the other two videos that I've had so far on my channel. Mixing up a little bit. Today we're going to go back to World of Warcraft. It's a game I've played for well over 10 years, long time. I took a break off for a little while, and now I decided that I probably will be going back to the game. So I decided to make a little series about, starting off with the new expansion, what it's like, maybe some tutorials for different things that you'll encounter, comparisons to what it used to be back in the old days and everything. They tout WoW Classic. Let's see how classic it really is on there. So let's go ahead and pop it up on the screen. You can see that I've had plenty of time in the game previously. Now that all the levels have dropped down, they're all below 60 now, and I don't really know what the level comparison is anymore these days. I have to, a lot of stuff I look up these days, but as you can see, they're all inactive as well. I'm gonna have to, of course, renew my subscription, which is going to be pretty soon. So what we're going to do, however, is we're just going to go ahead and go into a normal server, low population, just get a feel for what the game is these days. My first ever character was a night elf druid, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stick with that. Even the layout is a little bit different than I remember. Oh, he already is druid. And we're even going to go ahead and we're going to stick with this look. I don't really care much about the look. We're going to stick with the same name I had before. It doesn't make any sense, but it's the name that I picked for Final Fantasy XI before I moved over to WoW a long time ago. So, let's go ahead. Oh, name is not available. That's messed up. So let's go ahead and do this instead. Yeah, it's just another name that I have. So, and we're gonna pick the. I'm gonna stick with the original right now, just to see if it's still the same. When I get the expansion back, I'll create a new character, probably a rogue, and we'll go to the Exiles Reach, and we'll start from scratch there. And I'll have a nice little series on me leveling up in WoW again and going through that hassle of farming and grinding. You think COD's bad? So we made our character. Let's go ahead and enter the world. This game is definitely a lot of fun. It's definitely a big time sink. A lot of quests to do, side quests. Oh, let's listen. Ooh, Malfurion, that's a mouthful. Reunited with his love to Reunited in his heels. Endeavors now to heal the corrupted world tree Teldrassil and rejuvenate the spirit of the Night Elf people. Yet as the great cataclysm shakes the boughs of their colossal tree, the Night Elves brace themselves against the coming storm. As war and destruction close in from all sides. Look at this dude with a stick. I got a stick too. Like you to stand strong and protect the enduring legacy of your people. Yeah, I don't really see much of a change, to be honest, from what it used to be. A little sensitive on here, so I'm going to mess with my settings real quick. Let's go ahead and get that knocked out. I'll probably fast forward if I can, and some editing. Now, the bars really don't matter right now. I'm going to stop if I am fast forwarding. They don't really matter, because you don't really have that many spells. I like to just put them there, so that way when I gather spells as I level, I can just put them into the bars, because I don't break them all up into one bar in the beginning. There's a reason for that, but I'll get into that later. Yeah, turn that down a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better. I don't like that whizzing around. This isn't COD. I don't need to do any 180 headshots. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the first quest. Most of the time, I'll have to go ahead and read through all this. A lot of my settings carried over. You'll go through your settings, you'll go through instant quest text and everything. I can actually show right in here. I don't think it's actually underneath that. I think it's under... Nope, it is under interface. I'm silly. Or I think it's actually might be automatic. See, before you would have to go into... and into the option, and then here it would say instant quest text before we go. Yeah, I mean, I see it's already like that before you'd have to come in here and change it. I mean, I could be missing it, but right now I just see it happening already. So that's pretty cool. Before it would read real slowly. I'm like, oh, this is what you gotta do. And like, thank God to new players. Like, they should be very grateful these days, because a lot of these things that we have now as players, we didn't have before. These little quest trackers, the blue indicator on the mini-map. If somebody else hit the target first, you weren't getting credit for it. All these little changes, you just have to go to Curse Gaming, you know, download all the mods for it, install all the mods. But now they pretty much adapted most of those things that you would find in Curse, so now they're all integrated within the game. Sharing loot with kills, like, it's all a lot better than it used to be. A lot more competitive it used to be back in the day, so you could be grateful for that if you're a new WoW player. But yeah, we're just gonna go through and just go ahead and kill these 6 Night Sabers real easy. And yes, this is definitely the first quest that I remember when I first made my Night Elf. The reason behind making the Druid as well is, like, I didn't know what I was going to be in the beginning. I didn't know if I was going to be a healer, support character, DPS, tank. So I picked the character because the person who showed me the game, he explained that the character could be all 3 of those later on. So I picked that so I could choose my main character later on down the road, which ended up being, of course, a rogue DPS class, which is probably the worst class after they implemented the dungeon system, because it takes forever in the queue. But, so I went ahead and made my actual first character, which is my rogue, Cervantes, and here's a backstory. I can get into that backstory when I get back into that character. We'll stick to just this guy right now. Alright, so there we go. We got our last Night Saber slain. We can go ahead and turn it in. See, like, most of the time, if I was playing to play, I would grind a couple more levels before I turned to my first quest. I like being a little bit more powerful than I need to be in the very beginning. So that way you don't have to worry about getting killed, coming back to your corpse as a ghost, and those features, I'm sure I'll die sooner or later. And we'll get into the whole ghost feature. You know what? I might die at some point on purpose. I'm only going to do it maybe until level 5 to 10 in this video and break it up into segments. There we go, we got a first level. It's usually about what happens when you stick to, like, the very first quest and just, you know, bring it right in. We didn't kill any kind of extra enemies or anything like that, so we have our next quest. We have to get some fell moss. Again, this is the same question I remember back in the day. They're dropped from these imps over here. Oop, look at that. We forgot a quest. When you dropped off the first quest, you can get another quest over here from the second guy. So we'll go ahead and pick this up. Look, see, he gives us a nice little bag, and the bags are lifesavers in this game. You only have 5 bag slots. You don't have much carrying capacity at all in this game. Bags are your best friend. Especially if you want to, like, make money, carry a lot of mats, carry a lot of supplies, all those things. So we'll find these imps over here. Maybe north of these, in like the northwest west area, more west. So you can see that we have a new spell here, Moonfire. Now this is a top-down kind of thing. It's not AoE, which is area of effect when you get into the terms and stuff like that as we go along. This will be an instant cast, 40 yards. I think it's no cooldown. Yeah, just the global cooldown. And when I say global cooldown, I just mean the cooldown that every single spell goes underneath. Once you activate it, all the spells that are in your repertoire will be underneath that global cooldown. So you'll have to wait, like, I think it's a global cooldown of 2 seconds. Let's see, I'm gonna hit this deer real quick. 1, 2, yeah, so about 2 seconds. That's roughly. So we're gonna go through. I'm gonna go through real quick and just get all these, get the stolen bags and the fell moss. I'm gonna be a little quiet here while I just farm through real quick. Alright, so as you can see there, I made a few mistakes in that. I started to turn away from the targets, lose my casting line of sight. Other things you may have noticed is my quick targeting. You can hit the tab button, that'll locate the nearest enemy closest to you in front of you. Also, what I was doing is, I can cast my first spell, which has a 1.5 second cast time. And then immediately after that's about to hit with the global cooldown done, I hit Moonfire. And that way, by the time Wraith usually gets there and hits, Moonfire's right on it as well. So you get a nice big hit right in the beginning. Most of the time, they'll die before they even come back and reach you. So now I can just get these bags. Alright, so I went ahead and I finished that. As for these, turn in the bag quests, I don't remember, like I said, them ever being in the original. They were definitely added in at some point. I don't remember what point, but I'm just going off rough memory here for those at this point. So, and I did mess up, so I'll probably end up having to cut something, and I probably shouldn't admit it, but I'm an honest guy. What can I say? So let's go ahead and hand these in. Look at that, we got another level. Again, like I said, I would probably be around level 6, 7 already, just by like regular grinding, my bald head shining like my regular character. So, this is just going in, getting the quest done, bringing them back. Now this is a really simple delivery quest. We can open up the map here. It'll show you right here with the little golden question mark where you need to go. You can actually have the map open as you travel. The way I move here, you can right click with the mouse on the background and you can move it around like you would in most games these days, just to kind of get a feel for it. And I do believe she is not upside the tree. Yeah, no, she's behind the tree over here. I was about to head up the tree, but that would have been terribly, terribly wrong, and that would have been embarrassing. But oh well. Alright, so right over here in between the two pools, we got her. Go ahead and just go to her. Sorry about that. I was trying to see if I could, I don't know how long this recording is. I was trying to find that, but it's alright. No big deal. We'll just keep on going. If I have to cut it into segments, like I said before, afterwards, I will do that. I just was rather not. This moon petal lily, this is definitely something that I have never seen before in the other, in previous versions when I played the game. This is definitely something new. It's always good to see like new quests when you come back into a game, something that's not exactly what you did like the time before, because then that turns off like the old players. Of course the new players won't really know ever like what the difference was, but the old players are going to know exactly that it's the same. So all this kind of new stuff that I'm seeing is pretty cool. It might not be that new to me, like it's new to me, but it might not be as new as I think it is. But still, the effect's still the same to myself. It's really refreshing. So let's go ahead and just, only got one more left now. Let's go ahead and finish this up and then just continue. You also see, as you hand in each quest, you get a small amount of money, experience. That way you can go in. I have some drops I gotta sell in a little bit. So we'll go ahead and accept this new quest. I might actually start reading off the quests. Some of them are pretty funny, the way they're worded. This is more of just like, do I really want to get this into this game right now? Again, put a lot of money into this game before. Do I want to do that all over again? So, let's find out. So we're going to go in here, we got to seek out a Dryad known as Tarandrella, known within the Shadowman Cave. at the northern end of Shadow Glen. Yes, I added my own word in there. Oh well. Let's go ahead. Another thing too, you can auto run by holding down both mouse buttons and then just steering as you would just steering the camera. But now I can walk and hold down the record button. I'm always afraid of what I'm going to say. Like, you get me, editing, Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just enter this creepy cave. There's somebody else here. Hello, amigo, with your little flower friends. I'm no mean you no harm. Oh, what do I have to do? Oh, there she is. Where'd you? This is definitely new. This is because there was somebody on the outside of this. I thought. So we have to just kill spiders. All right, cool. I kill spiders for a living anyway. My daily life, not for a living. That's a lie. All right, let's do this. And if you notice on the bottom too, like, I didn't even notice because I just sometimes get mixed into it. You don't even realize that you get some new spells. We do have 2 new spells. We have a regrowth spell, which is a healing spell, of course. That'll be a cast over time. It's 11. Heals you for 45 and another 11. So it's a 45, and then 11 for a tick over 12 seconds. So it's 11 every tick, which is a second for 12 seconds. I believe that's how it is. Let's go ahead and try that out, actually. And there is a cast time, 1.5 second cast time. So every 2 seconds, it heals you for 1. So not bad at all, especially if you're going up against some enemies by yourself and you need some kind of, backup. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that anyway. I'm in a trial account, so I can't do any kind of partying. When you're in a trial account, unless they changed it, you can't really do any kind of actions in the trial account. That's why I haven't even bothered talking or speaking, like type-wise in the map. So now he's just gathering up all the enemies, and I'm kind of just leeching off his kills. Now this other spell that I got is called Entangling Roots. It's a 1.7 cast time, 35-yard range, 4 mana, real light spell. Now this, what it does is it plants the enemy in place for 30 seconds, so that way you can get away from any kind of danger that you may find yourself in. I fell down a hole because I wasn't paying attention, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna get back up there. Yeah, you let me fall, lady. In all honesty, I don't have to go all the way up there just yet. But if she follows me along with me, then it'll be a lot easier than doing it later from like the front after I'm done these gathering kill quests, I call them. Actually, I call them a lot of different things. I'm just trying to fall down that hole again. That was embarrassing. Oh, wait, no. I don't remember how, oh wait, no, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, and then I was supposed to jump the other way? I don't think I could jump up there. And was I correct? Yes, I was correct. Alright, so I was going the wrong way. That was my bad. My memory did not serve me correctly. Let's just wait up here for what I need to do. Oh, God, totem. Totem. Who's up here that has a totem? There was never a guy up here with a totem. Alright, we're gonna wait here for a respawn. They might not spawn up here anymore. Let's go ahead and just jump back down. Get these kills. Taking too long. So just as a an example, we're going to go ahead and use the roots on one of these enemies real quick, just so you can see how it performs against just a small enemy, a couple enemies maybe. So as you can see, the second target was planted in place while I took care of the first target. After the first target went down, I went to the second target and cleared him out. Simple as that. you know, you can use that as long as you're outside. It's only usable outside, of course, as the description says. You can, well, actually, I'm not inside anymore, so, I mean, I'm not outside anymore. So, yeah, they actually changed that. Before it was only usable outdoors, so, but now I can use it inside this cave, so I should have realized that. So, with this quest that we handed in, you can go ahead and you can choose one of your rewards. Usually they're pretty class-based. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Now, since I'm a druid, most of my spells are like, most of my attacks are spell-based. So I could just get the staff, really. Has a little bit of damage. My next one will have a belt or draped cloak. So if these spiders are born with corruption in their veins, then their brood mother must be at the root of this evil. Let us make our way to the far north end of the cave and seek out. Yeah. Yes, let's get the. I'm not even trying. The vial, the answers we lie. So we seek lie with her. Alright, so we'll go ahead and find this person with a name I can't pronounce and kill it. Let's do it. Rob this corpse real quick. Now that person's going to be at the original place I went to before when I fell to my doom about 2 times, and I watched. $10 says I'm going the wrong way again. Nope. Never mind. I might be alright. I think they're going up there too. Friendly guys. Oh, no. See? Like they fell too. I'm going to fall too, but I have to go this way. Like they went up the wrong way again. See, that was me too. I was just like them. Foolish and inconsiderate. Let's do this guy. Yeah, so I'm going to be trying to do this with as minimal edits as I can. A little bit more personal. Right now I just have my computer and my mouse pad up. I do plan on having my face up at some point with a lot of these videos. Right now it's kind of late. You know, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm ugly as hell right now. I don't really feel like being on camera, so you can see my pretty lights blinking in the background as I play. So yeah, we went ahead, we finished this. Got this done. I think this is what I'll call the first video. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep going a little bit. If I got to break it up. Oop. Yeah, I know, I get it, dude. So, here's another thing I can show you real quick. Let me read this off because I like reading sometimes. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of voices in there. So, name I can't say and her brood were being corrupted by this totem. This is a furbolg totem. This is a very troubling indeed. This means the Gnarlpine are still a danger to these forests. We let our guard down too soon. So let's go ahead, with these items too. You can hit the shift key. Take care of this guy. You hit the shift key while you're mousing over the item, and you can see what you have. If you have anything equipped, you can see what you have equipped. You can compare the 2 items, and then you can kind of see which one you want to do and pick. I'm just going to pick the belt because I don't have either one, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and I didn't know that was going to happen. She just transported me back to here, which is a whole lot better than having to run back. So I'm going to show you this real quick. Now, back before, I don't know if I want to run into this guy later on or if it's going to happen at all. But right up here in this top corner where the cave is, there used to be a guy there that gave me a quest to go in there, I think, originally. He gave you similar quests to do. He definitely didn't teleport you out. We kind of still have to run back up here, though. This is a quest, I believe no, it's the same. Yeah, you went to the... But I don't think it was that far north. It was a lot closer, I believe, the Moonwell. Let's go ahead and go up to the Moonwell and fill this up. This will probably get cut off at this point, and I'll probably just upload this. I don't know how long this recording has been going. I'm going to be doing this up until, level 20, probably up until Monday when I can get the full game and the expansion and get more into depth with my old characters, with new characters, with comparisons to the old game. If this is where I leave off, thanks for coming in and watching this a little bit. My decision whether or not to come back into this game. Keep checking back. I'm gonna have videos up. There'll probably be a secondary video that'll be me continuing this right after I leave off with this one. So keep on the lookout for that. I also do streaming. Right now I'm on vacation from streaming, but I will be back up. This Monday coming up will be my time back, and then we're going to be covering more than just Beat Saber and COD. We're going to be covering a lot of old games I used to play. remakes that are coming back, an old phase coming back that I'm excited about, which I'm not going to get into. You can tell just by looking at my schedule what it is, but I'm really excited. I hope it's not like some of those other remakes that just, or not remakes, but continuations that just become flops and they're just trying for money grabs. But we're going to really get into that later on. I'm really excited for that. So, if you like spending the time with me, please, like and subscribe. Don't forget the notifications on there because YouTube system. But I'm really having fun with the stuff that I'm doing here, and I'm really looking forward to the future changes that I have for the channel and for my stream and for everything that my content is going to become. So I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Stay sleepless.